Hello my friends and welcome to the channel. I just scored an amazing, or not too long ago, I just scored an amazing 12-inch figure on a Whatnot auction. It was a Cotswold Collectibles Elite Brigade G.I. Joe figure. The quality is incredible, the gear is pretty cool on it, but there's one problem. I have no idea who this character is. If you're a Cotswold expert or a 1/6 scale 12-inch G.I. Joe expert, I need your help today. Because today I have this figure that I picked up. So let's get started. And just to get an idea on the brand here, for those of you who don't know, Cotswold Collectibles launched the Elite Brigade line in the mid, I believe, to late 1990s. If I'm not correct, please let me know. They started making replacement parts for vintage 1960s and 70s G.I. Joes, but they quickly evolved into making their own highly detailed military and adventure sets. This guy right here feels like a bridge between the vintage land adventure style and the modern 1/6 scale realism, even though, I am going to take a quick look at him here and just kind of figure him out a little bit, and we'll take a better look a better look at him in detail. I'm sorry. Now let's go ahead and get a close-up on him and we'll go from there. Just to get a better idea, here's the figure right here, but you get a chance to look at the box on it, Here's what it looks like, right? And the bottom and the top are the same. And on this side here, let me get the figure out here. Let me get him out so we can get a better look at this. And put him off to the side. Here's this side of the box right there. Wow, look at that, guys. Back in the good old days. And here's just a better look at some of the figure sets that they released. Wow, just take a look at that. Let me set this off to the side here, and we'll get a better look. That's there. He came with this, but I know probably more than likely this is not the weapon that came with this figure. But I may keep it on him, or I may put a Garand M1 Garand on him, depending. But this is a really nice weapon. Super cool, very detailed. Wow. Let's see, China. Any other markings? I don't know. Could be 21st century. DID, Dragon. Wow, pretty cool. But let's go ahead and take a look. This is, I believe, let me get his helmet off here. This is is this a Jake head sculpt, right? Yeah. And here's the helmet, right? It came with the figure. It is an elastic band, right? He's got some really cool boots. Let's take a look at those boots. Very nice. And let's take a look. He's got a nice vest on, pretty thick. It's got snaps on it, pretty rigid little vest here. Pretty cool. And then he's got his uniform here. And I'm not sure if this is faux or this is real. Let's take a look and see if he's got underneath there. Let's pop these snaps off a little bit on him. Get a better look. No, he's got a nice t-shirt underneath, or a shirt underneath. Pretty cool. And he's got a belt, right? Some nice trousers. So if you recognize this figure here, let me know. Let me know in the comments. And he's got gripping hands, still pretty good. It's classic G.I. Joe body, it's a Cots body. And very soft, very pliable head. Very nice figure, guys. I'm gonna
pose them out a little bit, and then we'll show him off with some other of my Joes, and then we'll take a better look at him. I'm going to see what's, there's nothing in here, so, but this is pretty cool. Okay, and this is how he's going to display here. This is my Elite Brigade Cotswold figure right here. I have a 40th anniversary action pilot right here. I have my Masterpiece Edition action soldier here. I have a action man in a Wolfpack HQ jumpsuit that I got, and a beret that I got from Cotswold Collectibles, all this gear. And then finally I have a vintage, this is a vintage action man, and this is a vintage G.I. Joe muscle body talker. He's wearing a Cotswold tiger stripe BDUs. Pretty cool. But yeah, look, just that's how he displays with the other figures here. He's going to blend in perfectly. Now, the Whatnot experience, I picked up this figure up was during the live auction, and you know, it was a total impulse buy. You know, I looked at him, and then I saw the Elite Brigade box, and I just, man, I dig the figure sets and the figures that Cotswold did in the past, and is still doing today. And so I just picked him up, and I got a really good deal on this figure. I picked this figure up for less than $10. So I think I got a good deal. Now, sometimes these figures are kit bash, so I'm not sure. You know, they have parts from different sets. So I'm trying to figure out if this is a factory complete set or a custom creation. I'm not sure. If you know, let me know in the comments down below. I mean, it is a nice looking uniform set, and then I really dig it. So either way, let me know. This is a call to action, so drop a comment down below if you recognize this figure, you know, the uniform set or, you know, the packaging. Let me know. I'm curious to see if he's a complete set, or I know he's probably missing some items, but if this is the way he came out from Elite Brigade, or is it kit bash put together? Either way, let me know. I'd appreciate your help. Now, that's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. It's free, it doesn't cost anything, and it helps the channel tremendously. Also, drop a comment, and give it a like. That also will help the channel to continue to grow. As we begin this new year, I am thankful for all the support that you guys have given to me, for liking, commenting, and for subscribing to my channel. If you're interested in this type of content, again, turn on notifications, because I continuously drop videos. And if you do turn on notifications, it'll alert you whenever I drop one. And I am still a 1/6 scale primary collector, even though I dabble in other little action figures that I like. But they're few and far between. You know, my first love is the 1/6 scale G.I. Joe. Again, thank you so much for watching. So let's add to the action with Action Joe Figs.